barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So, feel free to join the Patreon. You know, I just left the gym. I'm racing to get to my son. They got snow day at my son. They import snow, and the kids play in the snow. You know, it's California. You know, we get 320 days of sun out here. We don't get no snow down here on the mainland. But anyways, man, you know, y'all motherfuckers are so predictable. When I did that video, the last video I just did, I knew I was gonna get that reaction out of y'all. Oh, you're too sensitive. Oh, Andre Ward has his own perspective. Andre Ward this and that. I'm gonna put this in historical perspective, and I know I'm talking to my purple lip, watching what's that commercial? DeVry. They sitting at home watching DeVry commercials, playing NBA 2K 2019, whatever. I know I'm talking to them dudes. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I know I'm talking to you. Andre Ward has his own opinion, and you know what I mean. And you guys go on the porch and smoke your weed, and go back into mom's house and play your 2K4. You know, mom ironing your clothes and shit. But let me put things in historical perspective. You guys know how I feel about Malcolm X. I'm gonna give you guys a short parable on Malcolm X and how he was a genius and how he wanted to co-join his movement with Martin Luther King. And you guys, oh, I'm going too deep. I may be going too deep for my purple lip motherfuckers, right? I mean, excuse me, for y'all purple lip mother. I may be going a little too deep. Y'all might be, yeah, you know. But anyways, let me explain something. Malcolm X, Malcolm Little, we know him as Malcolm X. Some people know him as Red, you know. Whatever period of Malcolm X period you like, you have to respect his last phase of his life, right? And Malcolm X joined the nation, became a Muslim, right? Under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and he called them the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to the day they murdered him, right? Something came about where Elijah Muhammad was not, you know, he had wives, he had women. You guys need to read the book. So I'm fast forwarding the story. I'm going to miss out some, but you guys need to read Alex Haley's book. And also there's an audio version on YouTube that you guys should listen to. I've read the book and I've heard the audio, the book. You understand? You guys need to listen to it. It's on YouTube. It's about 10 hours long, but enjoy it. And he realized Elijah Muhammad was, you know, was being Dirk Diggler. You understand what I'm saying? And simultaneously, Malcolm X was preaching, knowing or believing that the black people would fully engage and entrust themselves with him. And on the other side of the fence, you had Martin Luther King, and he had to come to the understanding that the nonviolent movement was conflicting with his by any means necessary movement, right? I'm just giving them titles, right? And so along his journey, he realized Elijah Muhammad wasn't as honorable with the ladies as he is, because we know Betty, he never cheated on Betty. Never, ever cheated on Betty. And the reason why I know he never, ever cheated on Betty, because they never found anything. You understand where I'm coming from? They found, you guys got to do your homework, got to do your research. They found many times Martin Luther King cheated on Coretta Scott. So we need to put that in perspective. And we also know that the government was funding Martin Luther King's mission through the sanitation department, through SNCC, through the NAACP. They was getting money funded via the government, via another episode, right? So as we understand that, right? Now, so he distanced himself from the Elijah Muhammad, and what he did, one of the more important things that he did, man, and this goes unrecognizable. This goes not unless you live in Harlem or on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, we don't fully understand how special Malcolm X was. Malcolm X said, you know what? Religion is keeping me from co-joining with Martin Luther King, and it's keeping me from reaching all my brothers and sisters, right? All my black brothers and sisters, right? So he said, you know what? I'm gonna drop Ballad or the Bullet. You guys need to listen to the Ballad or the Bullet speech. It is one of the more profound speeches of this Earth's evolution. And I know I may be going places that you guys never have been before. I'm not saying it that I'm better than you. But just follow me and do your research so you can get all the details. I'm only giving you half of 1% of what actually happened. But he gave a speech, the Ballad or the Bullet, in Detroit, right? And if you know anything about Malcolm X, you know he has great ties with Detroit. So he says, you know, I'm going to drop this religion thing and I'm going to galvanize the spirit of the black people. And I think round about that time, Martin Luther King realized his dream was a nightmare. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that interview he did by now. And if you haven't, you need to Google it. And he said, you know what? My dream has become a nightmare. And simultaneously, I mean, days apart, months apart, Malcolm X realized that if he dropped religion and just dealt with white supremacy as a whole, we have one mission statement. And the one mission statement that I believe we must have as black men, I've never been anything else on this earth but a black man. And I know the fight that we need to fight. I think we need to push all our energies into fighting that one fight. And that's the point I was making with Andre Ward and Deontay Wilder. I know I went a place that you guys didn't expect me to go. But at the end of the day, if you understand Malcolm X, and I talk to Malcolm X like you guys talk to Jesus, all right? I'm not saying, in my life, he's my mentor. He's gone through everything that my uncles has gone through. He's gone everything that my biological father had to go through. And coincidentally, he walked the same streets. My father had a hardware store on 137th and Lenox, right across the street from Harlem Hospital. So the same streets that Malcolm X walked is literally the same streets in which my father had his own business, and he was a city locksmith based out of Harlem Hospital, and whatever the case may be, my family still has a co-op on 147th and Lenox Avenue in Esplanade Gardens, which is the same streets that Malcolm X walked, you know, not far from where he was assassinated. You understand? So that's why Malcolm X kind of resonates with me, because of probably my origin, my alpha, you know. But at the end of the day, my ignorant brothers and I have some sisters on here, you must see the bigger picture. Andre Ward, does he owe? Hell yeah, he owes. I don't give a damn who you are. Okay, I give you guys a small example. If a nigga stole a $5 bag of weed from you, does he owe you an apology, or you let him get away with the $5? He owes you an apology, right? What's more important, the bag of weed or our culture? What's more important, that $5 bag of weed or galvanizing the culture through people who have much bigger platforms than I, much bigger platforms than you? All right, they represent us on a grander scale, and I accept that. I'm not the guy on YouTube saying, "Oh, I'm going to be as big as Deontay Wilder. My voice is bigger than his. I'm going to be as big as Andre Ward. My voice." No. I have enough common sense to know that they are going to reach people far greater and faster than I can ever do. You know what I mean? At this point in my life, hopefully I get bigger. Hopefully I get to a space where I get 1 million subs, and I know every time I speak, I'm talking to the president of America. You know what I'm saying? But until then, Deontay Wilder is the leader. I don't care what you say. Him and LeBron James are doing things that, man, you know, it's niggas out here in California killing niggas for colors. Killing niggas because he wore red. Young lady, a 7-year-old girl was just murdered because of white supremacy. And y'all motherfucker, man, y'all got to see in my humble opinion, we got to see the bigger picture, man. And I could be wrong, but my intentions are godly, godlike. I'm not calling myself God, but my intentions are in the right place. And I think the more and more you learn and read about your culture, the more and more you learn and read about Malcolm X, the Marcus Garveys, the Fred Hamptons, Martin Luther King, you understand, the list can go, Nat Turner, the list can go on and on and on. You understand? I have a college degree, went to graduate school, And I had to teach myself about my culture. I was a history major, and yet I still had to teach myself about my culture. You understand? Whether it's through YouTube, watching videos at night, and or whether it's me actually reading books or listening to people on YouTube and listening to my brothers and sisters and the LDBC, black media, whoever the case may be. I put the pieces together. They may not say it in one video. It may take them a year through 20 videos. But we put the pieces together and we gain greater knowledge. But my purple lip NBA 2K community that's sitting at home right now, it's not about how much money you make. It's about the information you intake. You understand? People cannot, man, I have conversations with people. You have conversations with people that aren't in your financial bracket, right? And they may be viewed as unimportant, but they may be more intelligent than you. You know, they may have made one mistake and just resonated on that one mistake, you know? And you'll be a fool not to intake information that's valuable to your life. And this is just my perspective. I could be wrong. I genuinely could be wrong. But I know 100% the Malcolm X that I have admired, the Malcolm X, he would have said, you know what? They playing me against Martin Luther King. They're playing me. They're playing me against SNCC. And guess what? No matter which side you was on, both of them were murdered. Both of them were assassinated. So no matter which side you on, they still fucking hate you, you stupid purple lip NBA 2K motherfuckers. They still hate your ass. They assassinated Malcolm X. They assassinated Martin Luther King. Do you understand that? No matter which side of the fence, no matter if you want to be a passive nigga or an aggressive nigga, they hate you, you stupid purple lip NBA 2K motherfuckers. They hate you. Don't you understand that? Anyway, I'm at the deep end of the pool, and you guys are still swimming in the shallow water. Too dumb to realize all you got to do is stand up. I know. This video is gonna get about 50 dislikes, and it's okay. They assassinated Martin Luther King. They assassinated Malcolm X. You think I give a fuck about your likes and dislikes on YouTube? But I set y'all up purposely because I knew y'all were gonna say Andre Ward doesn't owe him an apology. I knew it, 1000%. I actually should have did this video immediately after I did the video just to prove my point. But I went and worked out, you know what I mean? Anyways, man, I'm off to go play with my son in the snow, man. How unpoetic is that? I'm talking about black culture and I'm about to go play with my son in the snow. How unpoetic is that? You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, I salute y'all. My NBA 2K purple lip motherfuckers, dirty nail motherfuckers, man. Good luck. What Jay-Z said, I wish you well. I wish you well. But I'm telling you this, I don't care what side of the fence you on. In order to be a great man in this country as a black man, you must first be a great black man. You can dance around it, you can play with it, you can shake hands with as many white people as you like. But always remember, no matter which side of the fence you on, whether you're on the passive side or the by any means necessary, they still gonna assassinate you, motherfucker. All right? They murdered, assassinated Martin Luther King in plain sight. They murdered and assassinated Malcolm X in plain sight. Don't you understand that? In front of his kids, in front of his wife. They assassinated Malcolm X in front of his fucking wife, yo. Come on, man. One day we gonna wake up. It's not gonna be my generation, but I know this video is gonna touch about 2 or 3 people and piss about 100 people off. I'm concerned about the 2 people. All right, I need you. I'm not telling you guys to have visceral hate towards white people or this. I'm not spilling that. And my Christians are gonna come in and say we must turn the other cheek. And listen, Jesus went into Sodom and Gomorrah and said, "Find me 10 righteous people. I'm blowing this motherfucker up." All right. God, excuse me, Jesus wasn't there. It's Old Testament. God went and said, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker up to the ground. Couldn't find 10 righteous people. So no matter if you're a Christian, no matter if you're Malcolm X, no matter if you're a descendant of Martin Luther King in terms of your morals and ideals, if you're not right, you're going to get assassinated. Bottom line. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. My last video, I taught you guys how to get a home with only putting up to 4% down, 3.5%, 4% down. You understand what I'm saying? Go to my Patreon and listen to that video. I think it's important for us to listen to that video. It'll cost you $5. It'll cost you all my NBA 2K purple lip motherfuckers. You go into the corner store and getting a fucking what do you call that shit? I don't even know the fucking name. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get that shit for $1. I'll be what you call that shit? To make a what you make your weed out of? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh man. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe. I genuinely love y'all motherfuckers. That's why I went out and protected Claressa Shields. I've never spoken to Claressa Shields ever in my life outside of an interview. I've never spoken to Andre Ward outside of an interview. I've never gone to dinner with that nigga. Don't you understand? All of us should be guardians of us. Period. Fuck what them white people say. Excuse me. Fuck, because there's white people that support us. Fuck what white supremacy say. Alright? Fuck them. Fuck them. Let's fight. Barbershop. I'm trying. 15 more seconds. It'll be at 17 seconds. 17 is my favorite number. Me and my grandfather was both born on the 17th day of the month. So anyways, man. Barber, see if I can stop it at 17:17 just because I want to. Since I'm here, right? So anyways, man, I'm about to pull up on my son. And y'all have a great day. Love each other. Call somebody and tell me you love them. Barbershop Conversations. And 17:17 and 13:14. 15, 16, 17, down.